Hey family, welcome back to Temmy Profinish, your home for real painting tips, home decor, and smart electrical setup. Today's job was different. This was not just about changing a wall, it was about upgrading the entire vibe of a space. But before I dive in, I promise to share a moment about myself and I keep my word. You see, painting is more than work for me, it's a passion. I love playing music while I work because when inspiration flows, it helps me see color better, feel the rhymes, and just vibe into what I'm doing. Before anything else, I would like to start with a clean space. You see me here using a broom to sweep off cobwebs and dust from the ceiling and corners. No matter how good your paint is, if the wall or ceiling is dirty, trust me, the job won't last. That's why I always take my time to remove any hidden dirt. Honestly, I enjoy this part. Just me and my broom, cleaning out the mess before the magics happen. Every great finish starts with a clean surface, and that's the truth. I am scraping off this part of the wall because the plaster is peeling badly. What's really causing this is moisture. The lower part of the house soak up water and over time it starts to weaken the plaster. Once that happens, the paint can't hold anymore and just start to peel off. And if I don't remove this flaky layer first, any fresh paint will just sit on the top and peel off again. That's why proper wall prep like this is important. I want this surface strong and smooth before applying anything new. That's how you get a pro finish that lasts. Now, if you have been following my videos, you already know about the special wall prep mix I use. I broke it down in one of my recent videos. That mix has been a game changer for me when it comes to smoothing out rough, dusty walls and giving a strong, lasting base before painting. I won't go deep into it again here, but if you missed that breakdown, go check it out on my channel after watching this. You will see how I combine Vinco Bond, calcium white paint, and a little cement, a powerful blend that works as both a filler and primer. I love sharing my work with you, not just to show the result, but so you understand the process behind it. Go catch up on that video and thank me later. Mixing all this in one bucket gives me something powerful. A blender acts as both paint and wall filler. That way, we cover up flaws and get that smooth, durable finish. Now, yes, where things get serious. I am applying our powerful wall mix. If you have been watching my videos, you know I have talked about this formula before. This mix, made with white paint, Vinco Bond, calcium, and touch of cement, does more than just cover the wall. It strengthens weak surfaces, still crack, and help block moisture from soaking through. If your wall has ever peeled, cracked, or looked chalky after painting, chances are it was too damp or poorly prepped. That's why this mix is a game changer. It grip the wall with strong adhesion and also give it body, especially on surface that had soaked in water over time. But don't rush it. After applying this treatment, always let it dry properly. The drying process is just as important as the application. It allows everything to bond deeply into the wall so your final paint coat stick better and last longer. Let me quickly tell you the usefulness of Vinco Bond. It works like a glue booster, helping the paint grip tight to the wall instead of just sitting on the surface. That way, you get a professional finish that lasts much longer. It also saves you time and money in the long run instead of repainting every few months because of crack or dust. This method hold up for years. One good job and you are set. Shey you want to know what calcium does in mix too? Stay subscribed because I'll break it down in my next video. You no go wan miss am. Now look at this part closely. You see that damage on the ceiling? Instead of leaving it exposed or rushing a patch job, I use eyebrow masking tape to create a clean across section hold over the crack. This is not just for looks, it helps flatten the lifted area and keeps everything aligned until I am ready to paint over it. Sometimes you just need a smart temporary solution that hides the shame and keeps things neat. And if you notice, I did not just place the tape anyhow. I lay it diagonally across the weak points to hold tension on both sides. That way, it grips the surface firmly and avoids sagging or further damage. So if you have got a cracked ceiling that's embarrassing or showing sign of peeling, grab your masking tape or eyebrow tape like I did. It's a clean, fast and budget friendly way to manage the mess until you are ready for the real fix. After prepping the surface and mixing the paint, I grabbed my roller and started applying the first coat. Now listen, don't rush this part. I use long, even strokes, rolling up and down gently, making sure I did not overload the rollers. The goal is to keep the paint even across the wall, not too thick in one place and thin in another. First coat is like your foundation layer. It's what sets the tone. And while I was rolling, I noticed a smart patch started peeling again. That's when the wall surface start lifting or peeling off slightly as the roller passes. It happens sometimes, especially on old or untreated wall. When you see this, don't panic, just pause and smoothen the spot gently. What I usually do is stop rolling that area, scrape it, lightning again if needed, and allow it to dry a bit more before going back with a fresh coat. This is why proper wall prep is key. But even with the best prep, some hidden weak spots can still show up. The trick is knowing how to handle it without messing up your paint job. And this small fix makes a big difference in the final finish. But that's a professional mindset. So let me tell you this before you rush into painting. Build your foundation strong. A great finish starts from what's underneath. So alright, both the ceiling and the walls are already been painted white before. But I had to come back in for a second round. There was some cracks and rough patches, especially around the ceiling edges and on a few spots on the wall. And you know me, I don't leave work halfway done. This part you are seeing now is not just painting, it's correction. I am fixing up the imperfections, patching up cracks, and giving the whole thing a smoother finish. And even if the color looks the same, the quality of the finish after this retouch make all the difference. So this is not just for look, it's for quality. I am making sure everything blends perfectly and holds up long term. Because I am putting my name on it, it has to be Profinish level, no shortcuts. And all I used were the right tools, a bit of patience and my secret mix. If this transformation inspire you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have more tips, more tools and more content coming your way, including some electrical setup and smart lighting hacks. Now let's get back to what inspire me and how I work on site. I don't just paint, I transform space. Every project is a canvas. I treat it with passion and you see that it's not just about getting the job done, it's about enjoying the process. When I am in that zone, it's it's like the wall becomes my dance partner and the roller, that's my brush of rhyme. Every stroke carry a vibe and that's what makes the wall comes alive. Me I play while working. It keeps me inspired and focused. That's the Temmy Profinish vibe. So alright, I am back on the ceiling again, not because it was not painted before, but because every detail matters. A true Profinish job means revisiting those corners, retouching cracks, and cleaning the edges. No shortcuts here. It's these final touches that elevate a job from ordinary to exceptional, whether it's the wall or the ceiling. I don't stop until everything speak quality. That's the Temmy Profinish standard. And before I go, like I said earlier, I still got more to share with you about myself and what keeps me inspired. But I'll say that for another video. So make sure you are subscribed and following so you don't miss it when it drops. It's gonna be worth it. Thanks again for watching Temi Pro Finish. Here creativity meets quality. Until next time, keep painting, keep learning, and keep vibing.